Live from Pontiac Township High School, it's time for Indian football. And as always, on the Casa Media High School Sports Network, presented by the Heller Stores, Brandt, Bank of Pontiac, Edelman Incorporated, Bob and Ringo's Grill and Smokehouse, and Beck's Hybrids. In-game sponsors for tonight's ball game includes M&S Dairy, Edinger's Filling Station, Pontiac RV, Pontiac Family Eye Care, Precision Planting PTI Farm in Pontiac, Durham Electric, Livingston County Chiropractic, Wright's Furniture, Stoller International, DPI Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, Kelly Electric, Streeter O&I's Credit Union, State Bank of Graymont, Greg Curtinball, your State Farm Agent, Andy Bowman, Bowman Seed, Marlon Iles, your Country Financial Agent in Pontiac, Lyons Sullivan Realty, Driscoll Motors, Graymont Cooperative, Bob and Ringo's Grill and Smokehouse, RE Dynamics, Real Estate, and of course the fine folks at the Bank of Pontiac. A pleasant good evening, everybody, on a late, warm summer evening on a Friday night. Indians back home, and they got a tough competitor in town, the PBL Panthers, Paxton Buckley Loda. They come in at 3-0, and of course our Indians are at 0-3. Ben Meyer will help us provide the pictures and the sound. And Mark Myers down there on the field of play. I'm Tim Scott. And welcome to the broadcast booth. And Mark, welcome. The Indians are back home, and they got a tiger by the tail, and they got to slow down a big-time running back in Boyd Means.
Talking to some of the assistant coaches, guys, they told me it's one of the best line they've ever seen. The kid from the running back you love, Tim, Northern Illinois is looking at him right now, they told me just about 5 minutes ago. So,
well, you'll see early and a lot of him. He's number 33, and he's Robert Boyd Mintz. That Boyd Mintz is his last name. His first name's Robert, and his middle name probably should be a firehouse, because he comes at you early and often. PBL 3-0 because they defeated Central Catholic, if you didn't hear, last week, 22-21 in overtime at PBL. A huge win for that program, Mark.
Big time, Tim. No question about it. Boy, things haven't changed here. Referee goes, hey, you running the game clock, let's go. I said, I have nothing to do with the clock, sir.
Well, for the Indians, 0-3. And a very discouraging loss to the Rantoul Eagles a week ago, 21-15, down in Rantoul. And now they hit the gauntlet of their schedule. Got still on the board, as you can see, the Indians come on and trying to create some juice, trying to create some atmosphere and some excitement for this team. Mark, they're a little bit healthier. Their quarterback is still out in DeLong, and Pena is going to start. The senior will start. That'll be the third quarterback in 3 weeks for the Indians. And Hartke was starter last week. And again, they got to take care of the ball, make plays on defense, try to slow this running game down, and got to play some picture-perfect football.
No doubt about it, Tim. They're going to open it up tonight. Pena's going to be in the air a lot tonight, they tell me, so we'll see what happens with that. And the thing about it is, you're just looking for some positive bright spots. I mean, you're just trying to find something to gain the ground here on Game 4 tonight.
No doubt. I talked with Coach Gadberry for about 10 minutes prior to the ball game here tonight, and we were talking about the things, making plays when they're in front of you. The defense has given up so much. The football IQ plays, the kickoffs that have just killed the Indians in poor field position. He goes, Tim, I can't tell you the amount of time we've spent on it. And I said, Coach, I'm sure you have. It's about kids got to make plays. And again, when you got such a fine line when you're trying to rebuild a program, you don't make a play, it just seems to snowball on you. And games and plays and quarters get out of hand.
No doubt about it, Tim. And we're in the tough part of the schedule now. I mean, we're going to see what everyone's made of. We can stay a little bit tough with some teams like this. He's building the program. The sophomores are back down playing JVs, doing the right things. Give it time, and this crowd, I'd say a nice crowd on hand for this ball club as it is. If we ever could get that baby rolling again, look out at Williamson Field.
I liked what he said among everything else. The fact being, he says, we're not going to throw these sophomores to the wolves. It's not the sophomores that need to lead this team. It's the seniors. And I think he's going to ride them. And I think where you're at with your program, I think that's the right decision. And just as an example, the sophomores went down to Rantoul and won 55-zip just the other day as well. So It is, we'll see. Let's do this. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with the kickoff and more. And again, it's Pontiac and PBL back after this timeout.
Searching for reliable farm equipment for this harvest season? Let the Bank of Pontiac Ag Team help you with an ag loan today. If you need cash for equipment, land, livestock, or daily operations, count on the Bank of Pontiac's Ag Team to customize an affordable payment schedule for you. Our Ag Team has been providing financing for generations of local farmers. Call or stop by a Bank of Pontiac location and ask about an ag loan today. Bank of Pontiac, NMLS number 652-300, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, loan subject to approval.
All right, we're back here, and we're about set to get underway. PBL will kick off. The Indians will get it first. Deep, I believe that's Riley Johnson there for the Indians, one of those deep backs. They've made some changes up there, and they probably made a couple of changes. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But we are set to go here from Indian land. Line drive kick fielded at the 23. Right up the middle. Loose. And crossing the 40, excellent field position. And that run back was by number 82 of the Indians. And that's Evan Tracy. I don't know if Evans had a touch all year long, but he knew what to do with it there. And let's see how the Indians attack that. Once again, their quarterback is Pena. He's a senior, Sante Pena. And he will wear the number 10, I believe, because he flip-flops around. Yep, there he is out there, Riley Johnson. And you're going to see a dose of Johnson. I'm sure you'll see Aiden Alcorn as well. Split out to the far side, Brody Carr. Colin Cox to the near side. Let's see if the Indians open it up a little bit. Formation-wise, out of the shotgun. This is going to be Johnson, and goes absolutely nowhere. Might have lost a yard. Been tough going for the Indians so far in trying to run a consistent run game. That's been part of the problem with the line play. Now, the injuries have come into play. They're a little healthier than what they were last week. Jack Crawford is back in the lineup off that injury. That's good news. I know Blackwell is back, dumped out into the flat and dropped. I think that was Carr wanted to run, sure was. Wanted to run before he caught Mark, part of the injury issues in the line, and it all comes to play when you don't have depth.
No question about it, Tim, and I'll tell you what, we just got to get that ball down the field a little bit, see if we get a quick first down here.
So it'll be 3rd and 10, and we'll get back to Mark here in a few minutes. Have his insight throughout the ball game here as well. 3rd and 10 from the 43. Pena flushed out, in trouble, running, backfield, goes down, hang on to the ball. And the Panthers are billed as a 3-0 team, and you could see why. Pena never had a chance, and they came through, and the white shirts with the blue pants, fresh off that maybe one of the best wins they've had in their football program in a long time over Central Catholic in Paxton a week ago. They will get a chance to touch the football for the first time. Indians have struggled to maintain any consistency with the offense so far this year. Punt is off, a floater, fair caught, and handled right at the 27. So 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Their quarterback will be number 11 in Connor Vaughn. And we'll keep an eye on number 33, Robert Boyd Mintz. Boyd Mintz is a handful. I think we got some numbers for Boyd Mintz. He's had 48 carries, 583 yards, and 8 touchdowns so far through 3 games. Think about it. And he put a number on Central Catholic last week. This is Vaughn. 5-man front out of the Indians in this opening possession defensively. The snap, Boy, there's some confusion. I don't know if there was a timeout or a false start. I don't see a flag. Well, I think there was a flag. They're going to walk it back. There's 5. Mark, you wonder if you're a PBL Panther about a letdown and a trap game, if there's such a thing at the high school level after the big win at home last week.
Well, you sure are hoping for it, no doubt about it. You know, you never know in high school sports, college sports, or any football what could happen. Let's hope for it.
So 1st and 15 at the own 20. They need to get to the 35 to the Panthers. Option play, kick out. Boyd Mintz loose around the corner, breaking tackles. And he gets about 11 of that 15 on his first carry of the night. Once again, 48 carries, 583 yards, and that comes out to being almost 13 yards a time he touches the ball. Goodness gracious. Single back is Mintz. Boyd Mintz. Slant, quick hitter, near side. And the Indians do a nice job of coming up and making a play defensively. That'll set up 3rd and short. That's Owen Stroh. Stroh's the junior and made a nice one-on-one tackle there of that quick dump out into the left flat. So 3rd and a long 1. Maybe a short 2, however you want to put it. 9:20, and once again, PBL's their own worst enemy. That's a false start on the left tackle. And number 78, Jeff Freed. And the student body you might hear in the background, you can't do that, and they are correct.
We got a 3rd down situation. Let's make some noise.
Clock continues to run. This is the opening touch of the ball game. We are now underneath 9 minutes when this snap comes. Well, 3rd and 1 and 3rd and 6 is a much different story. See if they keep it on the ground or they go up top. Nope, Vaughn's going to look out of the pocket. Slant, caught, 1st down, and more. Crossing midfield and is loose. This is a foot race. And finally is caught from behind. On the catch for the Panthers is Hayden, Cohen Hayden. And that, you talk about runs and yards after a catch. And it was the slant. They gave him too much. And there's one of those big plays the Indian defense gives up. And the Panthers are on the roll. The ball, mark the ball at the Indian 29. So the Panthers overcome 2 5-yard penalties on that opening possession, and they continue to move it. Boyd Mintz, nowhere. Indians stuff him right there at the line of scrimmage. Boy, you love to see the orange shirts all around him, Mark.
No doubt about it. They're really keying in on him. I'll tell you what, if we can make a stop right here, Tim, be huge for our program.
And Aiden Poindexter.
For a kid that's measuring and getting almost 13 yards a snap, he got absolutely nothing. Well, they're going to be gracious and give him 1. 2nd and 9. When this snap comes, we'll be underneath 7 or 8 minutes, first quarter. Vaughn out of the shotgun. Dump on the far side. With some room, breaks a tackle up the middle and close to a 1st down yardage. That wasn't Hayden, that was the other wideout in Vance. Caden Vance comes up with a good catch and run. Indians missed some tackles right there. That's been one of their bugaboos all year long, this being the 4th game. All right, 3rd and short. See, they go back to the big horse inside and Boyd Mintz. The snap, the option, Vaughn keeps it. Vaughn gets the 1st down. Inside the 20, down to the 15. 1st and 10. And PBL is on the march. Jackson Crawford credited with the touch. Good to see Jack back out. He was dinged around the neck area midway through that 3rd quarter. He has been playing solid football and has been one of the kids I think has been improving week by week. When he came out, that really hurt the Indian cause against Rantoul a week ago defensively. First and 10 at the 17. They mark it at the 17. Boyd Mintz in motion. He's a decoy. Slant. Was that picked off? No. They said incomplete. I think they said the ball was on the ground. Second and 10. Mark, they like those dump out little passes in the flat. That time, darn near picked off.
They saw it in the film, Tim. I tell you, our defensive coverage coming up nicely, aren't they?
Yes, they have. With the exception of that crossing route that gave up the big play. You are correct. Second down, cut again inside, caught inside the 5, beg your pardon, inside the 10. I think that's short. Hunter Christensen on the stop for the Indian. 6:38, clock is being chewed up by the Panthers on this opening drive. That's going to be down to the 9, short 2, to the line to gain, 3rd and 2. We got a different formation there out of the Panthers this time. And the ball's going to go not to Boyd Mintz. Again, he was the decoy. And that run. Got a number for you. Crawford came up with a hit. That was number 24, and that was Bruns. Cale Bruns. That's probably one of those looks, but good enough for a first down, 1st and goal, and they'll mark it at the 9. Correction, that's not the 9, that's the 6. Now out of the shotgun once again. Boyd Mintz gets it this time, up the middle, and the Indians do a nice job tripping him up. Maybe a gain of 3, 2nd and goal from the 3, we'll call it. Crawford again on the tackle. He's got 3 so far here in the early going. 5:38, no score. First possession of the game. And if you're the road team coming in, boy, they're running the clock and running this thing to perfection. The head coach, Josh Pritchard, he's been down there for a while. This is inside, pushing the pile. Did he get in? Yes, touchdown PBL. Let's catch a number. So just like that, a power football drive on that 2nd and goal from the 3. And I think they said Christian Lopez was the one that got the score. Nonetheless, Mark, very impressive PBL's opening drive.
Well, they got a great line, no doubt about it, but I'm really proud of our kids. We kind of smothered it a little bit there and down there, and then they got it in the end zone, but Lopez, a good back. They've got some talent, don't they?
Yeah, you got that right. And they're going to go for it here. We'll keep you right there on the mic, Mark. Again, flushed out, wide open in the corner, and caught. 2-point conversion is good. We'll get back to Mark here in a second, but let's take a timeout. And the Panthers of PBL score first. And you're listening to Indian Football on the Iron Central Illinois, part of the Casamedia High School Sports Network.
Fall is always an exciting time of the year with high school football, band competitions, and homecomings. See Driscoll's in Pontiac for a dependable vehicle to get you to these activities and more. Find plenty of autumn deals at your Did It, Done It, and Still Dealin' dealer, Driscoll's at 601 South Newport Road in Pontiac.
Durham Electric is proud to be a supporter of Pontiac Township High School, the PTHS sports teams, and music department. They wish the Pontiac Indians great success this football season. As Durham Electric begins their 46th year, it is a third-generation family business. They understand the importance of hard work and dedication it takes to create a great team. Derek, John, Cody, Carla, and everyone at Durham Electric are excited for this football season, and they wish the Pontiac Indians much success. Call Durham Electric for all your electrical needs. Durham Electric does it better electrically. And go Indians.
All right, we're back here, and on the kickoff, bouncing around down the 15, picked up by the orange and blue, and getting up to about the 25 before being pushed back. And Mark, once again, when you got all those skilled people and you got a quarterback in Vaughn for PBL, this becomes a time for the Indians. I don't know if they, well, ideally they need to score, but man, you don't want a 3 and out. You want to try to move the ball and move the chains and get a little confidence here going.
No doubt about it. Great point. Let's see what happens.
All right, 1st and 10. 5:06. The Panthers used up over 6 minutes in that opening drive. This is the second time the Indians have touched the football. And let's see if Sante Pena and company can get this thing a-moving. We have not seen Alcorn in that lineup yet. They went 3 and out, so obviously not a whole lot. Right now we got Riley Johnson, the more of the power back, out of the shotgun, single back. Riley Johnson gets it. No, Pena's keeping it, and he's going to go down. I don't know exactly where that play was going, but I don't know if he was flushed out of the pocket, rolling to the left, but came up with absolutely nothing. And all of a sudden, 2nd and long. And unfortunately, right now it's line play. PBL has it and Pontiac doesn't. And unfortunately, we've seen this before. 4:37, clock continues to run here in the first quarter. Snap, this time looking Pena to his right. And almost complete, but overthrown down near the 30. Carr, the intended receiver. Everything goes flying. I think everybody's okay. 3rd and 10 for the Indians. I can't tell you what a gorgeous evening this is. And it was, we'll use the word hot today. It was near 90. But it's cooled off, and I'm sure it's warmed down on the field. Kids would love to see it more in the 70s versus the, I think it was supposed to get down to 80 by kickoff. Pena throwing, last second picked off, errant throw. This is going to go for 6. And PBL, just like that, comes up with a pick 6. And that's Cosgrove, Briar Cosgrove. And Pena never should have thrown the football. He was looking, got hit, chucked it up, and 6 on the board. And it's all PBL here in the first quarter, Mark.
Well, you're seeing a great ball club here, Tim. He jumped that route. It was right there. To the end zone they go. Now we're down 14 quick.
2-point possession, conversion, I should say. They got a little bit of personnel issues. I think they're going to have to burn a timeout. We're going to take one as well. 14-0, PBL over Pontiac on the Iron Central Illinois Sports Connection.
Pontiac Indian fans get filled up at Eddinger's Filling Station, 423 West Madison Street in Pontiac. It's a casual dining restaurant with daily specials for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Enjoy everything from fried chicken and burgers to home-style favorites like pasta, hot beef, mac and cheese, Reubens, and more. Be on the lookout for their new dinner specials. Visit Eddinger's Filling Station on Facebook to stay updated or call 815-419-2255. Go Pontiac from everyone at Eddinger's Filling Station on Madison Street.
All righty, back here. 2-point conversion pending. We talked about this schedule and started tonight. Actually, Central Catholic, obviously a quality opponent as well. But the Indians, PBL, they still got Monticello, still got St. Joe Ogden, still got Tolono Unity. Right now, they're trying to survive the first quarter, down 14-0. Vaughn out of the shotgun. Vaughn to the right, pitch. Corner, 2, in. And just like that, off the turnover, they turn it into 8 with 4:08 to go. First quarter, PBL, the Panthers over the Indians, 16-0 on the Iron Central Illinois, part of the Casa Media High School Sports Network.
Graymont Co-op wishes the best of luck to the Pontiac Indians this school year. The Graymont Grain Department consists of 5 locations, including Graymont, Rooks Creek, Cornell, Long Point, and Dana. They assist customers through grain handling and harvest, along with marketing solutions throughout the year. They also offer feed agronomy, insurance, and internet services. Visit GreatmontCoop.com for more.
And back here at Williamson Field, wind not a factor. The field looks gorgeous. And if you're a Panther, the score looks gorgeous too. That ball was kicked and rolling around. The Indians just fall on it. They've had good field position, have not been able to pick up one first down. This will be their third possession here in the quarter. 4:05 to go. Next week, we're in Monticello. The Gauntlet. Four teams in this conference, and it started tonight. Those four, IVC, and then the final week on the road down in the metro area of St. Louis. All right, out of the shotgun once again. They're going to run it up the middle, and very little room to go again. I don't know if that was Alcorn or Johnson. Yep, Johnson again. They did a heavy dose of running with Riley Johnson a week ago early. Then we never saw much of him. Though we didn't see a whole lot of offense at all. That was a dogfight down there of two programs trying to come up with a win, and Rantoul finally did after a 6-year drought. 2nd and 10. Well, 2nd and 9. Give them a credit of one run. 3:28 clock running. Pena, look out. That almost is picked off. Back-to-back pickoffs. Not a pick six this time, but coming up with the read, Mason Vaughn. Holy moly. Not the start you're looking for, Mark, out of the Indian.
Well, they're jumping our routes. There's no question about it. And now we're in a hole quickly here.
So back-to-back picks off passes of Sante Pena. We'll get back to Mark here in a couple of minutes. Shotgun, Vaughn. Boyne Mintz is right behind him. Vaughn's going to go up top. He's going to take a shot. No, goes underneath and overthrows his intended receiver. That was Vance, Caden Vance. You know, they got a couple of good ones. Vance is one side. Hayden, Colson Hayden had that big catch on 3rd down that got them going on their first drive, got them out of a hole. He turned it into about a 23-yard gain. So this time, 2nd and 10. 3:18. The clock is stopped with that incomplete pass. First quarter, 16-0 if you join us. PBL. Shotgun once again, right up the middle is Boyne Mintz. And he is gang tackled. He'll pick up about 3. Is that a yellow flag on the far side? Hang on, there is. Or is that just a marker over there? I don't think that's a flag. Beg your pardon. Well, it is a flag right in front of the marker. The way the officials are reacting, that's going to go against PBL. Oh, sideline warning. All right. Each team now with a sideline warning. So no penalty on that, just a warning. All right, 3rd and 7, and defense got to come up big here, Mark.
No doubt about it, Tim.
This time out of the shotgun, Boyne Mintz is to the left of Vaughn, as you can see. Dropping back, looking, down the middle. Home run, ball incomplete. Deep into the end zone, good coverage by the Indian. And it'll be interesting what Coach Pritchard and the PBL crew does. This is 4th and 7. Ball's marked right at the 20. My guess, obviously, they're going to go for it. I don't know, with their kicking, that would be for a high school. That'd be about a 37-yard field goal attempt. So they're going to spread it out. Backfield's empty. See the Indians bring any heat, or they're going to drop back. Big play in this one right here. Snap is clean. Vaughn looking. Again, the home run ball overthrown, and the Indian defense comes up big with a stop. So with 2:34 to go, the first bright spot defensively for Pontiac tonight. And that second interception does not come back to haunt them in 6. Interesting decisions out of Vaughn there. 2 home run balls, 3rd down and 4th down. I thought they might go a little crossing pattern, especially in that 4th down call.
Well, I was never all academic in Newark. I'll tell you that. I can't even spell academic, but boy, the running back, you thought he'd touch him more than that, didn't you?
Yeah, he's been kind of quiet with it so far. No doubt about it. Good point. All right, the Indians own 20. Ball is snapped in the backfield. Getting a little bit of running room out to the 25. Riley Johnson once again. 2:21, clock is running. Once again, Ben Meyer providing the sights and sounds and making this all possible. Mark Meyer down in the sidelines. I'm Tim Scott. 2nd and 5. And this time, suffocated on the run. Riley Johnson had absolutely no chance. There were so many white jerseys in that backfield. That's going to be a loss of 5, 3rd and 10. And the Indians still searching for their first down of the night. Alcorn's been on that sideline. I wonder if he's healthy. I see Ben Melcher. Now, Melcher's been injured. I see him on the sideline. And they said they were still trying to work him back. This is a sweep going absolutely nowhere. Hang on to the ball, because that's going to be another loss of 5. And the Indians going to have to punt out of their own end zone. Mark, any info or anything you know about whether Alcorn or Melcher?
I haven't heard nothing, Tim. I was talking to a few guys. I was trying to find out some more information for you. But, boy, punting your own end zone. One thing about this PBL team, they're awfully good. I mean, they're really
there's no
good.
doubt about it.
Line,
Yeah.
back, skill-wise. Remind me a lot of us a long time ago. And
Well, you
our kids
understand.
will get better.
You understand why they went toe-to-toe. The Alcorn situation, there is none. He's out there punting, so he must be healthy. And maybe they're just trying to get Riley Johnson going here so far. And, of course, as I mentioned, Melcher off the injury of the early season, working back into form. Let's do this. Timeout in the full field. 29 seconds. The Indians couldn't get the punt off, had to burn it. We'll take a quick one as well.
Hi, this is State Farm Agent Greg Kurtenbaum. Stop in and visit me and my team at any of our 3 locations, Gibson City, Fairbury, and now Pontiac. Stop in and see me at my new location right across from the Pontiac.
All right, we're back here. We apologize, a little technical difficulty on that Greg Kurtenbaum State Farm commercial there. Certainly appreciate all the sponsors stepping up this year. Without you, these broadcasts on the Iron Central Illinois and through the Casa Media Network, not possible. Thank you very much. All right, 4th and forever, 29 seconds. Aiden gets it off. Line drive, it's going to take a hop, and they're going to let it bounce. A good roll. The Indians, and that ball will come to a rest at the PBL 48 with 19 ticks to go before the end of the first quarter. Your score is 16-0. Blackwell's out there in that front line. Crawford is out there in that front line defensively on the left side. Hector Garcia's in there on that left side. And I think that's Pena there, the left defensive end. That's your big 4 right there. See if they can slow this machine down. Boyd Mintz loose, crossing, still on his feet, might go inside the 20, foot race and finally knocked out. And that'll stop the clock. And he's knocked out inside the 20. Well, there's the kid that runs at 13 yards a clip, Mark.
He's awfully good. NIU's looking at him and some other schools throughout the country. He's the real deal, Tim. You told me about him for the ball game. He's good.
I got him for a 38-yard gain. And they'll have to run another play because he ran out of bounds, which stops the clock. Nope, it does not. They reset it, so this one's going to run out. Beg your pardon. And we are at the end of the first quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, the PBL on the drive, they lead 16-0 over Pontiac on the Iron Central Illinois Sports Connection and part of the Casa Media High School Sports Network.
It's football season at the Heller Stores, where our team will pass along the year's best savings from our family to yours.
We're just a short touchdown drive away with a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Heller Ford in El Paso and Heller Motors in Pontiac.
With 3 generations of winners, our family-oriented team will provide you with the best service that our customers have experienced for over 56 years.
Visit us today at Heller Ford in El Paso, Heller Motors in Pontiac, or online at hellerstores.com.
Kelly Electric of Pontiac says, "Go Indians," and congrats on another sports campaign. Kelly Electric proudly supports the community and activities such as Pontiac Township High School athletics. They work hard to get the job done right the first time at Kelly Electric, wiring Central Illinois for more than 40 years.
All right, we're about ready to start the second quarter here. The Panthers on the march again after that 38-yard run by Boyd Mintz, Robert Boyd Mintz. You see him right there, right next to Vaughn, the quarterback in your picture. Vaughn's going to keep it this time. Vaughn looking for a little bit of a hole, sticks his head down, and we got a yellow handkerchief down. My guess, that might be a holding penalty against PBL. Aiden Tamman on the tackle. And that is a holding penalty. So that'll push it back 10. So for the moment, that'll make it 2nd and 29 from the spot of the foul. Now the whistles are blown again. See what the officials are, what this is all about. I don't know if this is the spot of the ball or has to do with resetting the play clock. Again, in high school football, the play clock starts at the 25. It's the spot of the ball. They move it up to the 28. So there, PBL gets a break, they get a yard. In any event, 1st and long. Vaughn looking, swing pass, left side, one-man screen, and the Indians played that one extremely well. Stroh comes up with another tackle, 2nd of the night. And that was Mason Vaughn, number 12. You got Connor Vaughn, the cornerback, and Mason Vaughn. I'm guessing maybe a little brother action there. Don't know for a fact, though. 2nd and long. Actually, no gain on the play. Vaughn, home run ball, open, overthrew his intended receiver, and the Indians dodge a bullet there. They've been open a couple of times. The intended receiver, Caden Vance. Vaughn likes to go deep. Daryl LaMonica of the Oakland A's there, Mark. I'm throwing out a name from the past.
Well, you sure are, Tim, big time. I'll tell you what, that was for the Indians, that defense shutting it down a little bit. Good stuff.
So they'll go 3rd and long. PBL, I'm sure, Coach Pritchard, they've had great opportunities, and they have not cashed in so far. They're letting Pontiac hang around a little bit, to be honest with you. 11 minutes. Now we got stoppage of play again. Boy, I saw enough of this in Rantoul in that second half. That was over a 3-hour ball game. We didn't get off the airways down there until over past 10 o'clock. Let's keep the flow of these football games going at the high school level. My goodness. All right. There, the rant for the moment is over. Vaughn, this is a screenplay. Dumped, caught. Boyd Metz. Boyd Metz loose. Boyd Metz down the sideline. Boyd Metz into the end zone. Boy, did he make that look easy. Robert Boyd Metz. And the Indians get burned on the screen, and PBL does take advantage of that short field. And just like that, 6 on the board that quick. Wow. Northern Illinois will be licking their chops on that one.
He's the real deal. A little positive tonight. The Fighting Illini lead Nebraska after 1-7-0.
Well, Mark, I appreciate that. I was taping that ball game, didn't need a score, but I knew it'd be you that ruined it for me. No, actually, I appreciate the update, and go Illini. Big ball game. All right, back here, it's all PBL. Early in the second quarter. The sweep for 2, and the sweep is no good because I think there's a holding penalty. It's going to go against the kids in white and blue. Yep, they're pushing it back. So we'll wipe off the 2 so far. Now, Mark, my math is not the greatest, but is not the score 22?
22-0 I've got.
Yeah, they got 28 on the board. Okay, just wanted to double check. I know memory's bad. Maybe I missed the score, but is it that bad? I don't think so. All right, PBL's got to go for it again. 22-0 at the moment is your score. And this time PBL wants to set up on the far hash mark away from us. That'd be on the left side. Vaughn and company out of the shotgun. Looking to throw. Step in the pocket. Throw. And incomplete. Had his intended receiver, Vance, but he couldn't hang on to it, and they'll have to settle for 6. All right, with 10:50 to go, second quarter. A lot of time to go here before halftime. PBL up 22-0 on the Casa Media High School Sports Network.
Livingston County Chiropractic is happy to serve the area communities by helping people and athletes to be the best version of themselves they can be. Livingston County Chiropractic in Pontiac is helping the community live a healthier lifestyle while providing the knowledge and tools to make better healthcare decisions. Visit LivingstonCountyChiropractic.com or stop in to 402 North Plum Street in Pontiac and call 815-844-4631.
All right, we are back here. Appreciate all those fine sponsors once again, and as always, Indian football on the Iron Central Illinois, part of the Casa Media High School Sports Network. This time, that ball's live or what? I don't know if the kicker missed it. Well, that was a bizarre situation. Mark, did you see exactly what happened there?
Hard to see it, Tim, with those players, but I tell you what, that was rough.
Little problems down there with the microphone and some static. We'll try to get that cleared up. Well, I think that, in essence, is going to be a penalty against PBL. Yeah, that's a legal procedure on the kickoff. And folks, I just happened to glance down at some numbers I was checking out, but I never imagined the kickoff man would have trouble in whiffing on the kickoff, but barely got a piece of it and kind of went backwards and weird. So we'll have to do it all over, like they did last summer.
I've never seen that. Have you?
No, I have not seen that at all. We've seen a lot of stuff over the past 25 years, but a swing and a miss on a kickoff? Well, I don't know. All right, in any event, they get pushed back 5, so they got to kick this at the 35 versus the 40. You can hear Mark through Mark's microphone, the kids talking, coaches talking there. Kind of neat. All right, we're set to go. Vaughn is the kickoff man as well, a quarterback. Ball's bouncing. And finally, the Indians will fall on it. They'll go to business at their own 31. Well, the Indians still trying with 10:50 to go, a lifetime here in the second quarter. Down 22, Mark. They need a first down just to get something going here.
No doubt about it, Tim. But I'll tell you what, you're seeing some positive stuff. All right, it's 22-0, but a few times we keyed on their offense and shut it down defensively there. So there's some things they're working on. This is an awfully good football team. We'll see what happens throughout the rest of the night.
All right. Riley Johnson still in that backfield. Pena's your quarterback. Sante Pena. He's had a couple of picks. Trouble getting the offense going. And you can see why right there. Johnson just had nowhere to go. That hole was covered up. And that kid seems to have been all over. And that kid being Cosgrove. Briar Cosgrove is a senior, 6-footer, 185 pounds. He's been in a lot of plays. I think he has the other pick as well. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Pena flushed out. Pena running. Pena in trouble. Pena going down. Be a loss of about 7 or 8. And it's a spot the Indians have been in all night long, 3rd and long. And you can kind of see that it's unfortunate, but it's a byproduct. I've kind of deflated on this side of the stands here, as you can imagine, down 22 and just cannot move the football against this PBL defense. Clock moving. Snap. Pena's trying to look. Dump pass. Caught in the play. And going down immediately. That was Alcorn. Nope, that was not Alcorn. That's Latin, number 25. Carlito Latin. So the Indians once again, all too familiar, punt formation. The snap is clean. A wobbler, bouncing at the 50, and we'll get to the 50. Comes dead at the Indian 49. So once again, another short field with 8:36 to go. And the Panthers on the move once again. Mark and I get with these road trips are long ones because our conference is so spread out. But you would think of a 3-0 team and the way the Panthers played last week, they'd have a few more people over there.
Yeah, they're a good football team, I'll say that.
Yep. Huh, interesting. Just noticed that. All right, here we go. Out of the shotgun. This time, the running back, Boyd Mintz. Mintz up the middle. Mintz a first down. And boy, he's got a second level of speed once he makes it through that first wave. Wow.
He reminds me of the old day running back. He's solid, isn't he?
He really is.
He is good. Real good.
Boy, I remember him last year And you talk about a year difference, he just looks bigger, stronger, and actually a little more slender.
He is. I tell you what, he's a running back there.
Northern Illinois, huh? Well, they've always had great running backs up there. 1st and 10, and the Indians jump in. And I think the Indians going to get caught in the neutral zone. That's going to be 5 against Pontiac. 8:13, the clock stops on the penalty. That ball was marked at the Indian 31. Now it's going to get down to the Indian 26. 1st and 5 will be the call. And watch out here. You know, I'm going to stand corrected too. I said the play clock is at 25. In high school football, it's 40. I stand corrected. I don't know where I came up with 25 at, but underneath 8 minutes with this snap of the football. 2nd quarter. Vance is looking flushed out. Vance is in trouble, and Vance will go down for a loss. So what was 1st and 5 is going to turn around and be 2nd and 12. Vance held on to a little bit too long, and the Indians, a host of orange and blue right there. Pendergrass, among others, in on the tackle. It's Poindexter, beg your pardon. No, it is Pendergast. Aiden Prendergast. So the Indians there, a big play defensively. See if they can hang on here. Stop this drive. Option play. No, Vance keeps it. Still loose on his feet. Turns the corner. Vance almost picks up a 1st down. A big league missed tackle, and the good ones take advantage of it. And now PBL's 3rd and short. Wow. Got to cover him up, don't you, Mark?
We're missing some tackles out there a little bit, but that's a great athlete, a great quarterback, great line, great running back. Very impressed with PBL right now, but I love the way the Indians are coming after him.
6:27, clock is running. Your score is 22-0, Paxton Buckley Loda. This will be 3rd and 1. 4 down territory at the moment. Snap, the give, 1st down and more, up the middle. And they'll spot this just outside of the 15. That was Vaughn on the carry. Connor Vaughn is the quarterback. Mason Vaughn, the running back. .558, clock moving. Boy, you look at a stat sheet here. Time of possession. Goodness gracious, the Panthers have just eaten it up in the 1st half. Controlled the football, controlled the line, controlled the big plays. Been all PBL. All right, 1st and 10 at the 16. And we got a timeout in the play. We're going to take a quick break as well. We'll be back with more here from Williamson Field.
Livingston County Chiropractic is happy to serve the area communities by helping people and athletes be the best version of themselves they can be. Livingston County Chiropractic in Pontiac is helping the community live a healthier lifestyle while providing the knowledge and tools to make better healthcare decisions. Visit LivingstonCountyChiropractic.com or stop in to 402 North Plum Street in Pontiac. Call 815-844-4631.
Once again, back here at Williamson. 1st and 10 from the 15 officially. A ball just nosed outside of the 15. They can pick up a 1st down at the 5. Indians trying to slow down the Panther machine. In motion. Vaughn fakes it over the middle, wide open, touchdown. That's Cosgrove. Boy, was that a well-designed play. Something you don't want to hear if you're in the Indian defense, but Mark, he faked left, faked right, and went right down the teeth of the defense no one owned defensively.
It's like a Thanksgiving type play, isn't it? You sit there and say, hey, let's go out there in a snowdrift and run that over the middle, and we'll just line it up. You see number one hand going in the air. This is a good ball club, folks. This could be a conference champ. They're good.
Cosgrove. Now your score is 28-0. 5:32 pending the 2-point conversion. Shifting around, trying to get themselves set. Give up the middle and in without much trouble. Bumped at the line, walked it up. 2-point conversion is good. And with 5:32 to go, PBL in control, 28-0 over our Pontiac Indians on the Ion Central Illinois, part of the Casa Media High School Sports Network. And we'll be back after this timeout.
A favorite four-letter word for Terry Sullivan of Lyons Sullivan Realty is sold. Your real estate professionals serve all of Livingston and surrounding counties. Visit Lyons Sullivan Realty, 321 West Madison Street of Pontiac. Call the office 815-842-1400 or log on to the website lyonssullivanrealty.com and go Indians.
You're back here. We got a score, first score of the night. Prairie Central trying to bounce back after a loss. They're in Rantoul in the second quarter, and they lead 42-0. So PC, looks like, it sounds like they're taking care of business there, Mark.
Wow, that's big time. Holy cow, 42-0?
42-0 in the second quarter. Kickoff on the ground, bounced around. Cox finally picks it up at the 15. Crossing 25 and makes something out of nothing before he's brought down at the 27. Late flag comes in, and let's see if that's going to be unsportsmanlike on a late hit of PBL. Indians need a break of some sort. Your score is 30-0. The Panthers, they haven't scored in every possession, but they have scored on most. And they have racked up some numbers, no doubt about it. See Murph down there doing his thing for the daily leader. Still trying to see if that flag, what's going to happen here. Kids are lined up ready to play. Dead ball. And who's it against? Sure, it's PBL. It was a late hit. Let's mark it. Let's go. Mark, I tell you, last week, I bet we lost 15 minutes of time for officials trying to sort out something and make a call, and let's play on.
You got a date tonight, or what's going on up there?
Yeah, I got a date with my TV with the Illini, I guess. That's my date.
Syracuse is losing to Stanford. Hope you're not taping that one.
No, I'm not. I have no real interest in the Syracuse-Stanford game. No, I guess that's the it's not. I have nowhere to go. It's the impatience of an 0-3 year, and I just you like to see the flow of a game go. And when you're down, it's bad enough. But when you're down and then you just take more time, it kind of gets to you. As an Indian fan, I speak as a fan, no doubt about it. I understand. All right, let's see what we can do here. 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to get across the 43 and maybe inches up to the 45 or 44 in the run. And that's Riley Johnson. That's one of Johnson's longer runs of the night right there. Gain of 4, we're going to give him. Now they mark it at the 43. All right, gain of 3. 4:59 clock running here in the second quarter. At halftime, I think Jake Green is in the neighborhood. Said he might stop in, so you get a chance to see Jake. He helps us out for the road games. He'll be back with us when we head to Monticello. Riley Johnson, a week from tonight. No gain on that play. Yep, they're going to be kind. They're going to move it up to the 44. Give them a gain of 1. 4:15 clock continues to run. Indians continue to look for that first down of the ball game. It's how much this PBL defense has just shut them down. They're big up front. There's no doubt about it. The give, nope, Pena dumps it in the flat, darn near picked off again. And the Indians are going to have to be forced to punt.
The pass is incomplete, intended for Colin Cox.
Cox, the intended receiver. Well, I see Ben Melcher down on the sideline, and I don't think he's been involved with any of the plays here so far tonight. And he was in some plays last week. And again, they are taking it slow with his injury is what I was told. So the punt is clean. It's a short punt bouncing around, and it'll come to rest at the Panther 41. Plenty of time for this offense if you're a PBL fan listening in. 3:42. Mark, speaking of PBL fans, the old radio guys are here from Paxton.
Oh, tell them hi. Great guys. Great guys.
And one of them is young Mr. Elselman, our official. His son is up here in the booth.
That Trent?
Yes, Trent Esselman's son. So how about that?
Holiday tournament referee, how about that?
Yep, absolutely. All of a sudden he says, yeah, my folks are from the Cullum area, and my dad officiates over here at the holiday tournament. I go, are you Esselman? He goes, you got it. Robert Boyd Mintz dancing in the hole and finding about 4 or 5 yards. That is Robert Boyd Mintz, and I was double-checked on that because I thought that was like the old Scotty Meents of Hersher days, that basketballer. God, I'm going back in the 80s there. Played for the Illini basketball team and Lou Henson. But it's Boyd Mintz is how they pronounce that.
Number 30 out of Hersher High School.
There you go. Vaughn's back, looking, lobbing. Double coverage, incomplete. Great coverage that time.
You know, I still love the passion and excitement of our kids. They're in on every play, staying excited. I know it's 20 or 30 nothing on the scoreboard, but I tell you what, you gotta keep hanging in there, right?
You got it. No doubt about it. Actually, that's one of the things I talked with Coach about here when we were talking before the ball game. I said, no one can fall. I think every one of your kids are busting their butt. But unfortunately, it just might not be enough, and that's where the frustration comes into play, just because where it's at. And now we got, Mark, there we go again. Don't get me going. There's another whistle. We got a timeout. It's not the official's fault. It's a timeout. All right, we're going to take one as well. Again, PBL with the ball up by 30, late in the second quarter. Back after this.
The team at M&S Dairy of Pontiac says go Indians, and best of luck this sports season. The animals at M&S Dairy are happy and healthy, producing great products. M&S Dairy salutes our local students and athletes during another school year at Pontiac Township High School.
Okay, off the timeout. As you can see, we're about getting ready to start this play. Just underneath 3 minutes to go, first half. And the whistle puts the play clock into play. And the Indians trying to keep them off the board here in the final 2:59 of this second quarter. Right now, I don't think that's Vaughn at quarterback. And we got a flag on the play. That's going to go against PBL. I don't know what they did, but that's certainly against PBL. Vaughn is not back there. This is Lopez, Christian Lopez. He comes in once in a while as a QB. And Vaughn, the quarterback, was a wide receiver on that particular play. Mark, your suggestion might be a good one. We'll check that out. All right, Vaughn is your quarterback. Connor Vaughn back underneath center, actually out of the shotgun. Looking, home run ball again, caught and touched and tackled just before he crossed the 15. What a gorgeous pass and what a great extension by the wide receiver. Coverage wasn't that bad, Tyler Cole. And we apologize, but before anything else, there's a penalty, and they're going to wave that one off, another holding penalty against PBL. They've been their own worst enemy. Boy, that was a pretty play if you love the passing game at the high school level. And again, coverage wasn't that bad. That was just, got a step, did Cole, but again, all wiped out. So this is third down and about 15 at the own 42. Dump off, screen play, and good play defensively out of Pena. At time he felt the presence of that screen being set up. He peeled back off his left defensive end and deflected that. And for the first time tonight, PBL's going to have to punt. So give the kids credit right there that you talked about, Mark. And we'll get back to Mark here in a second. The punt is clean, fielded, and then gang tackled. Boy, his helmet went. I don't know if they might have missed a face mask. No penalty there. Aiden Tannen, number 11 on the return with 2:34 to go. Pontiac down by 30. And trying to make something happen here offensively.
Please meet the PTHS cheer team, the South Indian track, all the way down by the porta potty.
So, with all right, off the snap, give up the middle. Gain of 2, maybe 3 for the Indians. Johnson once again, not much running room. And with 2:22 to go, clock running, see how conservative or how aggressive PBL here is. I got them with each team with 2 timeouts left. If that clock is right, I have not been keeping that close attention. I apologize. Out of the shotgun, Pena. Stepping back, looking, going deep. Down the far sideline, overthrown and incomplete. That was into double coverage. Absolutely no chance. I think Cesar Gutierrez, I think, was the intended receiver there. So that'll stop the clock. You don't have to touch it or to stop the clock. So with 3rd and 7, 1:52. Indians better get this play off, but again, the clock is stopped. They don't want to push it back with a penalty. Yeah, they're finally going. They're trying to run. Well, like I said, the clock is stopped. All right, Pena in trouble. Pena, he's going to go down. Sacked on the play for a big loss. And now let's see if PBL burns a timeout. And to stop the clock, they do. We will take one as well. PBL 30-0 leaders here late in the second quarter. Back after this.
You finally have your dream home, and now you need the right insurance to protect it. Because when it comes time to file a claim, you don't want any surprises. Talk to a Country Financial rep like Marlon Iltz to find out if you have the right protection. He can help you understand your options and select coverages to meet your needs. Call Marlon today at 815-842-1376. Home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Casualty Insurance Company, or Country Preferred Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
All right. 1:45 is on the clock. Scroll that up for the next commercial. How do you do that? All right, Jake Green's in the house. He's going to be joining us here at halftime. Again, Jake helps out for road games, and he'll be down in Monticello with us. He was in Rantoul in a tough night a week ago. Off the punt, and it might have been deflected, a short one, and touched and caught. And that is a gain of about 8 yards. So PBL, plenty of time, plenty of weapons, and they got a short field. Wow. So at the moment, let's see, at the moment, Mark's equipment seems to be a little bit better. Marco, go ahead.
That was a tough one, Tim. That's a tough one to watch there, isn't it?
Sure is. All right, we got a timeout. We'll take one as well. 1:37 to go. Let's see if the Indians can keep PBL out of the end zone after this timeout.
Do you hate dealing with vision insurance? This is Dr. Brian Stoller at Pontiac Family Eye Care. We understand the headaches and limitations of vision insurance. That's why we've launched our new membership plans. These plans provide routine exams with no copays, along with simple preferred savings on eyewear. Whether you currently have vision insurance or not, visit our website at visionsource-pontiac.com to learn more and to enroll. Pontiac Family Eye Care, the people you need to see.
All right. All right, we are back here. Pontiac is yet to pick up a first down. Right now they're trying to keep defensively. There we go. Defensively, we need to try to keep the Panthers out of the end zone here. This is an option. Kick out, Boyd Mentz. Boyd Mentz has got numbers at the 25-20. He might go. He might walk into the end zone. He does. No flags in the field that time. And the kid that's getting the look from the Huskies of Northern Illinois just ran it in for 36. And they have 36. Just like that. Mark, if that doesn't remind you of the old days of the Indian program, wow.
Oh, they have him in the backfield. Holy cow, is he good.
Nope. Mark's down at the moment there. I apologize. Go ahead. All right. Mark, are you down there? There we go.
He was awfully good, boy. He made that run look easy, didn't he?
Boy, he just turned the corner and was gone. Two-point conversion. Easy as well. Vance, the intended receiver, connects. And with 1:28 to go before halftime, it's all PBL. They're up 38-0. We'll do this. We will take another timeout on the Iron Central Illinois, part of the Casa Media High School Sports Network.
Want a new or pre-owned RV? Call Pontiac RV, Illinois' largest RV dealer, with over 40 brands of travel trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes, and over 200 RVs in stock. Stop or shop online at PontiacRV.com.
Pontiac RV.
The Precision Planting Precision Technology Institute, or PTI farm at Pontiac, is the intersection of agronomy, technology, and equipment. The farm has over 125 research plots used to provide agronomic data, test agronomy principles, and trial new technologies in the industry while hosting events for farmers. Visit the farm just off of I-55 on the west side of town. Precision Planting salutes the students and athletes at Pontiac Township High School and is a proud supporter of local sports and the FFA.
The Panthers were highly touted coming in. They just beat and snapped a 12-game winning streak in the conference by Central Catholic. And this is Cox. Nice return up to the 35. They pull off the upset. They beat them up. I should say they beat them. They didn't beat them up, but they beat them down in Paxton last Friday night. And this machine continues to roll, and the Indians have no answers for them. They cannot slow them down. They're down 38-0 with 1:21 to go before halftime. And again, we'll have Jake Green on here at halftime and try to dissect this first half and see what's happening around the area. Try to survive the second quarter. This has been a long one if you're an Indian fan. I want to say it was 16-0. I don't know if it's 22-0 maybe at halftime or at the end of the first quarter. And as you can see, Pena nowhere to run. Cosgrove among others. God, number 28's all over the joint. Williams gets credit for the tackle as well. Second down, up the middle, maybe a couple. That's Owen Stroh. Owen's getting a chance to run the football. I want to say Owen's a junior. Let's double check that. Indeed he is. 6 foot, 180 pounder. Make that 160. He wishes probably, oh my goodness, Pena just got smoked in the pocket. He gets up to his credit. He was out last week, protocol for a concussion, but cleared to play. And that's the end of the second quarter, and we are at halftime. It's all PBL. Their score, Paxton Buckley loaded 38, Pontiac nothing. On the Eye in Central Illinois, part of the Casa Media High School Sports Network. We'll be back after these commercial breaks.
Help your teen or tween take their first step toward financial freedom with an early start checking from SoQ. They could show their team spirit with a Pontiac Indians debit card handed to them the very same day. But that's not all. They have a whole suite of checking products that are sure to make the crowd go wild. Fresh start checkings for those getting back on their feet, senior checkings that come with 2 boxes of free checks per year, and high yield checking. Stop into any SoQ branch today and join the family. All checkings subject to credit approval. Federally insured by the NCUA. State Bank of Graymonts understands the farming community, and they've been helping area farmers prosper since 1913. All the loan officers have been involved in the ag lending industry for many years, all with farm backgrounds. Stop by and visit with Scott Bachneck, Blair Barton, Paul Russo, Denny Stevens, Ashley Ralph, and now Evan Rich in Sonneman, and Nathan Winger in Pontiac. State Bank of Graymont offers operating lines of credits and loans for machinery, buildings and equipment, farm service agency loan programs, and farm real estate. Enjoy the bank's free regular checking, unlimited check writing, no monthly service charge, free internet banking, and the account access 24 service. See State Bank of Graymont at Graymont, Chenoa, Pontiac, and Sonneman, or visit the website sbofgray.com. Member FDIC. Stoller International has been serving the Central Illinois farming community since 1935. It continues to do so today with 5 locations. They are the dealership that service builds, providing Case IH, Kubota, JCB, Kinsey, Bobcats, Woods, McDon, and many other brand name pieces of equipment to their customers. Along with new equipment, they also offer a wide range of used high-quality equipment. All 5 of the locations offer a full-service parts and sales department. Stop in your local Stoller International store today to see how they can help you.
All right, we're back here at halftime. And the score is 38-0. It's all PBL. And joining us here at halftime is Jake Green. Jake, not the way you would like to see a half, but I guess it's not shocking, to be honest with you. But again, we talked about last week on that loss to Rantoul. The schedule was going to get tougher, and the 14 gauntlet starts tonight, and PBL's as good as advertised.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, PBL came in early and quick, and yeah, I mean, they've delivered well, and they've given a hurt to the Indians. That's no doubt.
Yep, having a little bit of trouble of hearing you. I don't know if you can hear me.
Can you hear me now?
I cannot hear you right now. We'll do this. We want to make sure we got this all corrected. We'll come back with Jake Green and more after this timeout.
Kick off in the fall savings this year at Wright's Furniture with great bargains. They offer free delivery, free removal, as well as up to 12 months 0% interest with the Wright's Synchrony card. They always have store-wide savings, as Wright's price matches and aims to be the cheapest in the States, if they aren't already. Visit Wright's Quality Furniture, Flooring, and Appliances in downtown Pontiac, the Wright store for you.
Searching for reliable farm equipment for this harvest season? Let the Bank of Pontiac Ag Team help you with an ag loan today. If you need cash for equipment, land, livestock, or daily operations, count on the Bank of Pontiac's Ag Team to customize an affordable payment schedule for you. Our Ag Team has been providing financing for generations of local farmers. Call or stop by a Bank of Pontiac location and ask about an ag loan today. Bank of Pontiac, NMLS number 652300, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, loan subject to approval.
Fall is always an exciting time of the year with high school football, band competitions, and homecomings. See Driscoll's in Pontiac for a dependable vehicle to get you to these activities and more. Find plenty of autumn deals at your Did It, Done It, and Still Dealin' dealer, Driscoll's at 601 South Newport Road in Pontiac.
All right. I think, there we go. Jake, welcome back. This is Tim Scott, Jake Green at halftime. Who said the best of the electronic were alive? I'm going to take this board out back and maybe just shoot it, huh?
I don't remember this board being so difficult last year, but it has been a pain, has it not?
That's saying it kindly. Thank goodness we got a G-rated halftime venue here. Boy, oh boy. All right, we apologize. We think everything's back to where it needs to be. All right, let's just talk football here a little bit for high school and beyond. First of all, the Indians. Again, the gauntlet of the commercials, or the gauntlet of the games we were talking. I got commercials on my brain talking about. And PBL, they got all the nice weapons. They kind of remind you of some of those great teams of the 90s and 2000s of Pontiac, quite frankly.
Yeah, I don't have memories of those, to be honest with you, Tim.
Well, and I get that.
But, I tell you what, PBL's a well-rounded machine. They've gotten the game through the air oiled enough. Some misses earlier tonight. The defense is strong. Tell you what, I mean, the Pontiac offensive line has some weaks in it, but it's hard to go against a PBL team like that.
No doubt about it, and they're on the verge of the Indians right now. They have not picked up a first down in the first half. And if PBL scores one more time, we'll have, without the Indians scoring, we'll have a running clock. And we saw, unfortunately, about 5 or 6 times last year when running clocks were the norm for the Indians in the program and where they're at. We also talked, and Mark and I talked about this briefly. I think it bears repeating because you do not want to bury the kids. And I think this group of kids have not been lost. I think they're trying. I think they work hard. And I think it doesn't at sometimes make a bit of difference just because where the talent level is. And that's pretty hard to tell a kid. They're just not as talented as who you're lining up with. But unfortunately, in the game of football, it's pretty obvious. The line play and all those things, you can't move the football when you got white jerseys in your backfield all the time. And it takes time to grow and develop. And I know these seniors wanted to make an impact and leave this program better off than what it was. That was kind of their goal this year. And at times it looks like it's not happening, but you can't fault the kids for their efforts.
Well, and that's exactly it. I've seen a lot on Facebook, to be quite frank with you, that people are just frustrated with how the Pontiac Indians program is right now, and really going back to, well, this is how it was in the 90s, and so on and so forth. And
you can't even compare it, folks.
Well, and a lot of people don't understand. I mean, it's just where the Pontiac program is right now, and this is no fault to the coaching staff or to the kids, really. It's just where everything has fallen, if you would. This is just the cards that they are dealt. And I really do think the coaching staff's doing what they can, and they're trying. I know this week they've implemented some things on the back end that they've changed in some different thoughts there. They've changed to try and just see what it would do. And then, like I said, it's hard to play a good game when your stack of cards just isn't quite there, Tim, and that's just kind of where the program's at.
It is, and again, before we go to another break here, we talked about the fact that I talked with Coach at length before tonight's game, and we talked exactly about, at this point, well, let's bring up the young kids. Let's do this. He says it's not a sophomore's responsibility to get this turned around to at least the point where it's going in the right direction. It's the juniors and seniors' responsibility. They got their issues. Let them grow down here at this level. I think that's an excellent point. And sometimes you got to take the hit for the betterment of the program. And I think that's the route he's going to go, and I think that's a good one to do. So
you really see it takes more than just a game or two or a year or two really to turn the football program around. There's
no doubt.
There's so many moving pieces to it, and so much you have to learn. And also too, you get a group maybe like last year's senior group. You really get them up, and you get that program, that unit together, if you would. With likes of Kerr Bowman and Amazing King, those guys in your lineup. Well, now you take that out this year. You have to relearn a whole different scheme just because you lost a couple of guys. So you're always kind of chasing your tail on what to do next.
Yeah, a lot of freshmen and sophomores, they need to play and be at the freshmen and sophomores to grow and develop until they get to that next level, because 15-year-olds going against 18-year-olds, it's just not going to work, folks. So you better tone down the frustration of where it's at. It is what it is, and try to enjoy as well.
I have a couple of scores,
All right.
too, Tim. If you want to go to a break or you want to stay here.
Let's go real quick with the scores, and we'll take a break.
So looking at St. Joseph Ogden and IVC, it's 28-7. That's 2 minutes to go in the second quarter, last reported. Scrolling down here just a little bit, I know there's a Central Catholic score on here as well. They have Monticello tonight, 14-10. Monticello is on top of the Saints at halftime. That's in Bloomington.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a home game for the Saints.
And then Tolono is playing an out-of-conference game with Belleville, Althoff Catholic, and no score reported, though, yet with that one. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. And, of course, Prairie Central and Rantoul playing tonight. No score report with that one as well.
PC was up 42-0 in the second quarter. We got a score. So they are drilling the Eagle, and reality is set back in Rantoul. All right, let's take a timeout. We'll come back with the second half. Here, again, it's all PBL 38-0 at halftime over our Indians. We'll be back with more on the Iron Central Illinois Sports, part of the Casa Media High School Sports Network.
Durham Electric is proud to be a supporter of Pontiac Township High School, the PTHS sports teams, and music department. They wish the Pontiac Indians great success this football season, as Durham Electric begins their 46th year and is a third-generation family business. They understand the importance of hard work and dedication it takes to create a great team. Derek, John, Cody, Carla, and everyone at Durham Electric are excited for this football season, and they wish the Pontiac Indians much success. Call Durham Electric for all your electrical needs. Durham Electric does it better electrically. And go Indians. Pontiac Indian fans get filled up at Eddinger's Filling Station, 423 West Madison Street in Pontiac. It's a casual dining restaurant with daily specials for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Enjoy everything from fried chicken and burgers to home-style favorites like pasta, hot beef, mac and cheese, Reubens, and more. Be on the lookout for their new dinner specials. Visit Eddinger's Filling Station on Facebook to stay updated or call 815-419-2255. Go Pontiac from everyone at Eddinger's Filling Station on Madison Street. Graymont Co-op wishes the best of luck to the Pontiac Indians this school year. The Graymont Grain Department consists of 5 locations, including Graymont, Rooks Creek, Cornell, Long Point, and Dana. They assist customers through grain handling and harvest, along with marketing solutions throughout the year. They also offer feed, agronomy, insurance, and internet services. Visit GraymontCoop.com for more.
Hey, we are back. Mark, do we have you?
I think you do, Tim, don't you?
Try it again, Mark. I think we do have you.
How is it, guys? Good stuff?
There we go.
Why not go AT&T and make it great, man? We're going all over the country. You guys are sounding great. Jake, good to hear you. Tim, you summed it up. Just take a little bit of time with our program.
No doubt about it here, Mark. And all right, we sounded good through Ben's ears there. Are we okay with everybody, Ben?
There's little feedback. The technology world, Tim, how about it? I think Mark's there. He may be a little better on the stick mic, though, I think. We'll have to see.
All right.
Either way, Mark's here.
All right. Sounds good. All right. They put 3 minutes on so they can warm up. We're about set to go. You can hear the Indian band in the background. Hey, we get a chance, and we're going to take this time here. We're going to switch from football. We want to talk a little bit about golf. The Pontiac Indians yesterday in the Livingston County Invitational, they ended up 60 golfers up there. They had, I want to say, 18, 19 teams. They finished third. They had a great showing yesterday up there, Coach Ritter's group. And U-High, I know it's Livingston County Invitational, but there's not enough schools in Livingston County anymore. So there's teams come from the outside. U-High was first, Normal Community second, and our Pontiac Indians was third. So they had a great showing. And give you an update, PC over Rantoul 49-0. Top scorers there, the way the format works, there is the top 4 kids. They take those scores, and our top 4 kids this is for 18 holes, of course. And it was Nolan Meniga and Peyton Von Holten. They each shot 84s. I believe Caden Mashing came in the top 3 spot for the Indian golfers at 87, and Mason Schlosser was at 89. Also participating, and just below that, and you got to mention this young man. He was part of the 5-man group that won it out, and that was Anderson Horning as well. So congratulations to Coach Ritter there, Mark, and those 4 kids.
That's a great story right there, no doubt about it. Good stuff, Tim. And I tell you what, the golf team played Lick Creek. I was talking to Eric Horning today, so we'll see what happens with all this.
Yeah, one more thing with the golf team. And one more thing with the golf team. I know we got a lot of feedback from the with the bands and all. But anyway, you go from the fire into the frying pan. We go Lick Creek. Lick Creek is one tough course in Pekin, and they had their work cut out there today. I didn't hear all the scores, but we'll get those updates and all. So, be interesting to see. But congrats to the golfers, the Indian Linksters there from Pontiac Township High School, and Coach Ritter and those kids. Great kids, and they had a great time up there yesterday at Wolf Creek. All right, we are set to go here for second half action.
Mark, I do want to ask you, though, just I have an idea. How's your view down there?
View's tremendous. You can see it perfectly, I tell you what. But there are a few plays where the Pontiac played hard in their first half on some of those plays, but I'm with you guys. Give us some time and see what all happens with all this.
All righty. Well, Tim, it's just about time to get set to go for the second half. Thank you, Mark.
All right, there we go. All right, we're going to have a kickoff. The PBL Panthers get it first, but boy, we have, again, some background noise there. All right. All right, we're finally set. They had to switch ends there. They didn't get right up, but we finally get it lined up. Carr with a kick. PBL. PBL with a football up the middle, and there's a hole, and almost got it to midfield, but tripped up at their own 38. That was Vance. And PBL goes to work once again. The score is 38-0, and if PBL gets a score, we're going to have a running clock here, and it's something you don't want to see, but it is the reality potentially of this evening. But before we go any further, again, the only problem for PBL has been their own worst enemy is these penalties. There's another flag that's going to be against the Panthers, so they'll start at their own 22. So, this is Vaughn, the quarterback. I don't think that's Boyd Mintz in the backfield. No, it's not. That's the other Vaughn. Wide open at the 30 and room to run for the PBL. The scat back there. We'll get a number for you here in a second. That's Jack Westland, a junior. And they'll go hurry up, will PBL. And the ball's at their own 41. Boy, they are so capable. So capable of putting points up in a hurry and making big plays. Swing pass. Needs a block. It's clean. This is Vaughn up to the 48. That's not Vaughn, that's Vance, beg your pardon. Caden Vance. Vance picks up 8. Latin in on the hit. Just started the third quarter. Again, you're 38-0. It's all PBL. This time, the other side with the quick hitter. Loose on the sidelines. And almost broke it for 6. Caught from behind. That was caught by Tyler Cole. And they're going to a lot of different receivers early and often.
Hey, Mark Meyer, you got me. Just going to let you know, we're going back to your stick mic, Mark. Mark, we're going back to your stick mic.
We apologize here, trying to make things work. Pass over the middle. Vaughn caught. Vance, touchdown. And that will stand. Did not see any flags. And just like that, PBL, another 6 on the board. And the clock will start the run. 10:30, just the start of the third quarter. And the Panthers have put on a show. They'll go for a 2-point conversion once again. They do not kick. I don't know if that's them all year long, but they have not attempted one-point conversion. Flushed out of the pocket, over the middle, caught. 2-point conversion is good, and that makes it 46-0. We'll take a timeout. Early in the third, the Indians down by 46 on the Iron Central Illinois Sports Connection, part of the Casamigos High School Sports Network. Back after these.
Graymont Co-op wishes the best of luck to the Pontiac Indians this school year. The Graymont Grain Department consists of 5 locations, including Graymont, Rooks Creek, Cornell, Long Point, and Dana. They assist customers through grain handling and harvest, along with marketing solutions throughout the year. They also offer feed, agronomy, insurance, and internet services. Visit GraymontCoop.com for more.
Hi, this is State Farm Agent Greg Kurtenbaugh. Stop in and visit me and my team at any of our 3 locations, Gibson City, Fairbury, and now Pontiac. Stop in and see me at my new location right across from the Pontiac Post Office. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, the second half has begun. PBL scored first, puts them up 46-0. That means a running clock. The kickoff is there, and the Indians will have the football and trying to get something going here. What now becomes a running clock situation, and obviously the pace of the third and fourth quarter will be much quicker. Once again, along with Ben Meyer, Mark Meyer, I'm Tim Scott. Indians have the football near midfield. Ball's on the turf, and they just have to fall on it. I don't know if that snap was that low or Pena just couldn't get the handle on it. But that'll be a loss of about 5 or 6 yards. I see it's late in the second quarter. Nebraska's up over Illinois 16-10 just before halftime.
Okay. Did not see that. I'll tell you what, we had the dance girls down here, little kids dancing at halftime. It was nice, wasn't it?
I saw that. Always getting involved with the younger group are the Pontiac cheerleaders. Boy, you can see it's not a full moon, but moon's coming up to the east there. I don't know if we can get that on picture or not, Ben, but I know I'm talking about the moon. You know, when you're down 46-0, you got to talk about something here. What it is you talk about is a 3rd and 13 situation from their own 45 of the Indian. They need to get it up to the 43 of PBL. Dump out. Caught, but thrown behind. And for Pontiac, Carlito Latin. But Latin had to come from behind, slipped, and could not advance that ball any further. So once again, Once again, Mark, the Indians, according to my calculation, looking for their first down of the evening. This has been pure domination out of the Panthers, no doubt about it.
And we thought that.
Yep.
Talking to the coaching staff and different people, I understand this part of the game, no doubt about it. This is a loaded machine. PBL's been around for a long time, and he's trying to build this program. New weight room down there, young excitement, sophomores back playing at that level. So
Blocked on the play, ball's bouncing around, touched by PBL, scramble for the loose ball. I don't know if the Indians, that's a live football after PBL picked it up or tried to pick it up. That's one of the few mistakes they've made. That's a mental mistake against the Panther. I don't know who came up with it. We're trying to find out here. Go ahead, Mark.
They haven't made many, I'll say that, Tim.
No, they have not.
They're awfully good, no doubt about that.
And I think PBL got the ball back. So fortunately, there it is. Number 17 came up with it. Number 17 for the Panthers. I don't have another 17 on the roster, so I apologize.
As Harry used to say, it's number one in your hearts.
So PBL will take over. 7 minutes, clock running, third quarter. The whistle, the ball's been put in play. I think we got a different quarterback in there, sure do. We got different people. And I'm sure they're going to go to their bench. Will PBL. That time the Indians do a nice job of stuff, and I assume Robert Boyd Mentz's night is over with. The Vaughn brothers' night is over with. All those starters for PBL because they got this one in hand, no doubt about it.
Boy, I wish I had the great Lane Lindstrom's mic now. Boy, oh boy, I don't know why I gave that back. I tell you what, this thing, that would go to about Dwight or Odell, and we miss Lane all the time. Boy, he was the best, wasn't he?
You got that right. No doubt about it. Shame on you giving his mic back to him. Crying out loud.
Yeah, but it's what happens when you leave.
Yes, it does. Well, we got a false start. It's going to go against PBL, but the clock continues to run again because it is a running clock. I think the only time the clock stops is on timeouts and on scores. And as you can imagine, to the kids' credit, the student body for the Indians still here. Not a whole lot to cheer about, as you can.
I give our fans a ton of credit.
I agree.
I mean, we got a huge crowd for a half, and nice crowd still sitting around here. I mean, everyone wants this program built up and turned around, and they got the right people here to do it. It's just going to take a little bit of time. You know, Joel's working at JFL, and Rock and Rhino, his kid's coming up, and some other kids are coming up, and I'm excited about the future of this program.
Barbosa on the carry, and obviously PBL's gone very vanilla, basic plays. Coach Pritchard's not wanting to run the score up. Hey, Mark, his kids came off a huge win. They came on the road. Obviously, they knew the Indian program down. They beat them up last year at Paxton. They could have been flatter in a pancake, and maybe some of those penalties are a byproduct of that. But they came in here, took care of business, and they're going to come out of here with a win, an easy win.
It's a good football program. Here comes Unity in a couple weeks and homecoming. You go to Monticello with Coley Welter. There's some great programs out there, folks.
And speaking of Welter and the Monticello Sages, we'll see them next Friday night down there in Monticello. Well, that brings up a fourth down, 4:18. Clock running here, third quarter. We're going to take a break, make sure we get all acknowledgement to all our fine sponsors in this one, since we got a running clock, so bear with us with that. And no surprise, PBL's going to go for it. And my guess is they'll probably run this football. And they won't be able to run it because the flag came out. That's going to be a false start against the PBL Panthers.
The only negative in this ball club's a few false starts I've seen.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I agree with you there, Mark. Well, now they are going to punt the football. Again, 0-3 campaign so far for Pontiac, turning to 0-4 after tonight's. Good high punt. PBL gets the bounce. Indians will get this side in their own 10. They are pushed back deep to start this drive.
And what you're here right now, you're looking at this program, you say, okay, are we making some plays? Can we find little things to see if we can get this program turned? Just little things you want to do, just little things.
Well, that's what, unfortunately, that's what you got to do at this point in time. I do see Ben Melcher, number 5, coming in.
There's one bright spot right there.
Let's see, trying to see if Pena is still the quarterback. I think, my guess is they might have made a change here, but I can't tell deep in their own end. This is Melcher trying to get around the corner, and does. Ben picks up enough. It might be close to a first down.
Boy, it'd be nice to get him healthy again, wouldn't it?
You got that right. Pena is still your quarterback. Sante Pena. Right now you've got Colin Cox. Sometimes line up in that backfield slot. Sometimes not. You got Melcher is your running back right now. That was enough for a first down.
This town can taste some wins, can't they? This is always been a football town, hasn't it?
Run up the middle, very little. I think that was Pena. Sure was. 123. A couple more plays before this quarter runs out. Snap, dumped in the flat, caught, enough for the first down. Yep, that is. Good play by the Indians there. And they are picking up their first downs of the night here on this drive.
See, no one's giving up, Tim, and that's what you love to see it, don't you? You're down a bunch, but no one's giving up.
Well, the Indians have gone to their younger group in the backfield. I don't know about that line, and PBL's got their second unit in as well, but you are correct. Trying to make something happen here. Final play maybe of the third quarter. Melcher up the middle, and get about 4 or 5. We do have our front line. I see Blackwell's in there, among others.
He's brought down by Mason Lushin.
I wonder if they're going to let me drive this gator out of here again tonight. I thought Mr. Blair and me were going to back into the world the first time we drove it.
Well, that final play of the third quarter will set up a 3rd and short. We'll come back and see what happens. It's all PBL up 46-0 here at Williamson Field on the Iowa Central Illinois part of the Casa Media High School Sports Network.
It's football season at the Heller Stores, where our team will pass along the year's best savings from our family to yours.
We're just a short touchdown drive away with a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Heller Ford in El Paso and Heller Motors in Pontiac.
With 3 generations of winners, our family-oriented team will provide you with the best service that our customers have experienced for over 56 years.
Visit us today at Heller Ford in El Paso, Heller Motors in Pontiac, or online at hellerstores.com.
Kelly Electric of Pontiac says, "Go Indians," and congrats on another sports campaign. Kelly Electric proudly supports the community and activities such as Pontiac Township High School athletics. They work hard to get the job done right the first time at Kelly Electric, wiring Central Illinois for more than 40 years. Livingston County Chiropractic is happy to serve the area communities by helping people and athletes to be the best version of themselves they can be. Livingston County Chiropractic in Pontiac is helping the community live a healthier lifestyle while providing the knowledge and tools to make better healthcare decisions. Visit LivingstonCountyChiropractic.com or stop in to 402 North Plum Street in Pontiac. Call 815-844-4631.
All right, we are back here at Williamson Field. And again, started the fourth quarter. Again, started this running clock here in the second half. Mark, we literally got about 12 minutes of football here. And the Indians, off of that break coming in, they did not pick up a first down. It'll be 4th and 1. Nice to see if the kids can get this.
Boy, watching this game and blood work at 7 o'clock in the morning, this one's going to be a tough weekend early, huh?
You got it. I'm heading to Pekin to watch a golf match. Get out of town. I think I got to get over there by 9 o'clock. So, short night for everybody. This is Melcher. Melcher is loose. It's a foot race. And he's knocked out of bounds. Ben Melcher. I don't see any flags. That's a good enough for a first down. The biggest play of the night for the Indians.
People are high on him, Tim. He's getting healthy. This kid can run. Now, there's some of the bright signs you're going to see in these young kids.
So the Indians trying to make something happen, and it gives the student body something to cheer about. Been a long night and a quiet night for them. Nice to see that they stuck around, no doubt about that. Give up the middle for a couple. That's Owen Stroh on the carry. Stroh number 6 there.
Homecoming in 2 weeks. Tolona Unity the Rockets coming in the house. Scotty Hamilton is winding down his career. The all-time winningest high school football coach coming to the house.
That's a tough homecoming matchup. Wow. 10 minutes to go in your game, clock running. Out of the shotgun, the snap, the pitch. It's late, but effective. I think that is, that's Cox. Cox on the carry. Colin Cox. I think that's enough for another Indian first down.
See, these kids aren't giving up. I love it. I love it. I love that they're going to play it to the horn. That's how you play football and turn things around, you know?
Hear the Indian band in the background. The heat of the day is gone. It's become a very gorgeous late. This is Owen. Stroh. Stroh still on his feet. I think he got inside the 10, sure did. That'll set up a 1st and goal. Nice run there by Owen. Indians trying to find pay dirt here. Again, a quick second half with the running clock. If you just joined us, the Indians were down 38-0 at halftime, and PBL scored on their first possession, and which made it the running clock. Up the middle, Ben Melcher trying to get into the end zone. I don't see it. Got it. Touchdown.
There we go. A little positive right there. That's beautiful. Nice run, huh?
So the Indians finally score tonight. And something to cheer about.
I didn't look. Do we do touchdown hats anymore down there? I don't even know.
Well, so far this year, unfortunately, it's the offensive with its struggles been few and far between, but the extra point, forthcoming. The kick is up, looks good, is good. All right, Indians on the board, still down. 46-7 is your score. With the final lap to come here, let's take a timeout on the Iron Central Illinois, part of the Casamedia High School Sports Network.
The favorite 4-letter word for Gary Sullivan of Lyons Sullivan Realty is sold. Your real estate professionals serve all of Livingston and surrounding counties. Visit Lyons Sullivan Realty, 321 West Madison Street of Pontiac. Call the office 815-842-1400 or log on to the website lyonssullivanrealty.com and go Indians. The team at M&S Dairy of Pontiac says go Indians and best of luck this sports season. The animals at M&S Dairy are happy and healthy, producing great products. M&S Dairy salutes our local students and athletes during another school year at Pontiac Township High School.
All right, the Indians finally get on the scoreboard. Nice to see. I got our score as being 46-7. The scoreboard says 44. I believe 46 is correct. In any event, clock continues to run with the running clock rules. Once again, if you get up by 40, no matter what the situation is thereafter, the clock runs for this. Well, that was installed a few years ago, Mark, by, and I think it's a pretty good rule at that point in time for the safety of the kids.
Florida State fight song, and look out for Neon Deion Sanders. I'll predict he'll take the Florida State job next year. How about that one for you?
I don't know if that's the greatest news or not, but that wouldn't surprise me. Down to one knee, PBL was started. And we got a few plays left here before this one ends.
Bears have the Colts on Sunday.
Yes, they do.
Illini, Nebraska tonight. A lot of things going on here.
Yeah, that game's at halftime. Nebraska up 17-10.
He's got a nice squad, too.
Yes, he does. That's a couple of hopeful heavyweights. There's a lot of heavyweights in the Big Ten. Maybe they're semi-heavyweights. How about that? Both ranked. Illinois needs a win or they'll probably fall right back out of the rankings. Tough place to win in Nebraska maybe this year. Got a flag on the play. The clock continues to roll again. 46-7 is your score.
Cubs end up the weekend with Washington, head to Philadelphia, and come home for the finale against the Cincinnati Reds. And I can tell you, it's been a long, frustrating year with the Wrigley Field this year. Holy cow. Take away that month or two in the spring, they'd be right there, wouldn't they?
I saw where Craig Counsell pulled no punches and so many words told the front office, get your act together and get me some bodies. We don't have enough horses.
I agree with him totally. And the other thing I love about him, one thing I really love about him, if you're not hitting, you're going down the order. You start hitting, you go up in the order. See how Swanson's hitting the ball, these guys?
I know.
That's how we used to do it in Little League. It's not hard to figure this out, is it?
All of a sudden, it's hard to believe. This will be their third or fourth year they haven't been in the playoffs. Just seems like yesterday. PBL, nowhere to go. 4 minutes to go in your ball game.
Well, we're giving him $8 million, so if he wants to spare a few, we need some players.
Oh, I think it's the Ricketts family and people up there. They got their money.
If you watch the Dodgers play lately, Tim, or the Yankees, you think the Cubs are right behind them financially. So
behind them financially, right there, but not in the standings.
That's because they need to buy some more players.
3:40 to go in your contest.
You find me some middle relief, couple studs in that field. Look out.
I agree with you. I agree. They're not that far away. Picked. Could be a pick six. Indian 5, touchdown. They got to get a number.
I tell you what, they're just keep playing, pegging away at you. Gotta love the excitement, the passion, the fans, and hey, good stuff. You're playing late in the ball game, aren't you?
I believe that was Irvin Tracy. Evan Tracy, beg your pardon. Apologize there, young man. I think number 82 is the one that picked it. It was on the far side. And just like that, the Indians put up 2 points. Kick look good is good.
Now, one time you stopped on the score as the clock, but you don't anymore, huh?
Nope, you do not. All right, we're going to take a timeout. We'll come back with more from Williamson. Indians providing at least the hometown crowd a little bit of excitement. Still down 46-14 late in the fourth.
Do you hate dealing with vision insurance? This is Dr. Brian Stoller at Pontiac Family Eye Care. We understand the headaches and limitations of vision insurance. That's why we've launched our new membership plans. These plans provide routine exams with no copays, along with simple preferred savings on eyewear. Whether you currently have vision insurance or not, visit our website at visionsource-pontiac.com to learn more and to enroll. Pontiac Family Eye Care, the people you need to see.
Want a new or pre-owned RV? Call Pontiac RV, Illinois' largest RV dealer, with over 40 brands of travel trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes, and over 200 RVs in stock. Stop or shop online at PontiacRV.com.
Pontiac RV.
All right, we're back here, and with the rules of the running clock, there's only a minute 19 left, or we only got a couple of plays. Mark, too little, too late, but give the kids credit. I know they're going against the second unit of PBL, but they've made a couple of plays, and they got something at least to build upon.
No question about it. Talking to Matt Stark, our assistant football coach, I'll shift gears, our head basketball coach. We might see King this January, they're telling me, maybe.
I heard the exact same thing. All right, we're underneath 1 minute to go. Once this one wraps up, we'll take one final timeout. We'll come back and wrap it up here from Williamson on a night when PBL came in as one of the kings of the conference. They're leaving looking pretty darn good. They jumped out to a 46-0 advantage running clock before the Indians tagged on a couple. And I think this game's just going to run out as is. Sure is.
I'll see you homecoming in a couple of weeks, Patona Unity.
All right, Mark, thank you much. Let's do this. Let's take a final break, and we'll come back and wrap it up here from the high school.
The Precision Planting Precision Technology Institute, or PTI farm at Pontiac, is the intersection of agronomy, technology, and equipment. The farm has over 125 research plots used to provide agronomic data, test agronomy principles, and trial new technologies in the industry while hosting events for farmers. Visit the farm just off of I-55 on the west side of town. Precision Planting salutes the students and athletes at Pontiac Township High School and is a proud supporter of local sports and the FFA. Help your teen or tween take their first step toward financial freedom with an early start checking from SoQ. They could show their team's spirit with a Pontiac Indians debit card handed to them the very same day. But that's not all. They have a whole suite of checking products that are sure to make the crowd go wild. Fresh start checkings for those getting back on their feet, senior checkings that come with 2 boxes of free checks per year, and high yield checking. Stop into any SoQ branch today and join the family. All checkings subject to credit approval. Federally insured by the NCUA. State Bank of Graymont understands the farming community, and they've been helping area farmers prosper since 1913. All the loan officers have been involved in the ag lending industry for many years, all with farm backgrounds. Stop by and visit with Scott Bachneck, Blair Barton, Paul Russo, Denny Stevens, Ashley Ralph, and now Evan Rich in Sonneman, and Nathan Winger in Pontiac. State Bank of Graymont offers operating lines of credits and loans for machinery, buildings and equipment, farm service agency loan programs, and farm real estate. Enjoy the bank's free regular checking, unlimited check writing, no monthly service charge, free internet banking, and the account access 24 service. See State Bank of Graymont at Graymont, Chenoa, Pontiac, and Sonneman, or visit the website sbofgray.com. Member FDIC. Stoller International has been serving the Central Illinois farming community since 1935. They continue to do so today with 5 locations. They are the dealership that service builds, providing Case IH, Kubota, JCB, Kinsey, Bobcats, Woods, McDon, and many other brand name pieces of equipment to their customers. Along with new equipment, they also offer a wide range of used high-quality equipment. All 5 of the locations offer a full-service parts and sales department. Stop in your local Stoller International store today to see how they can help you. Kick off in the fall savings this year at Wright's Furniture with great bargains. They offer free delivery, free removal, as well as up to 12 months 0% interest with a Wright's Synchrony card. They always have store-wide savings, as Wright's price matches and aims to be the cheapest in the States, if they aren't already. Visit Wright's Quality Furniture, Flooring, and Appliances in downtown Pontiac, the right store for you.
All right, we're back here and wrapping it up here from Williamson Field here at Pontiac Township High School, all PBL, early and often here this evening. They jumped out to a 38-0 advantage by halftime, and the strength and power of Vaughn, the quarterback, and Robert Boyd Mintz, the great running back, getting a look from the Huskies of Northern Illinois, and all their weapons, way too much for the Indians to handle. And they led 38-0, and they jumped out to a 46-0 advantage. First possession of the third quarter, running clock. Indians scored a couple touchdowns late. Too little, too late. All right, that'll do it. Once again, we'll be in Monticello next Friday evening. For Ben Meyer providing the pictures and the sound, for Mark Meyer down on the sideline. Thanks for helping out Jacob Green at halftime. We'll see him down in Monticello as well on the road. Next Sunday, next Saturday, or Friday, I should say, I'm Tim Scott. Here once again from Williamson. Indians come up short, 46-14 here, and fall to 0-4 in the campaign. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. If not the outcome, have a great football weekend, everybody. We'll see you next Friday night. So long, everybody.